What's a rule your employer implemented that backfired terribly? I was working as an assistant accountant at a company and had to leave early one day because I was sick. My boss insisted on a doctor's certificate to cover that half day, so I managed to see my GP the next morning, who gave me a certificate for 3 days off plus the half day. I objected, but the doctor said, if you're feeling better in a few days, just go back to work. 2 days later, I felt better and returned to work. My boss was annoyed, as instead of a few hours, I'd now been out 2 days, so she insisted I go back to the same doctor for clearance to return to work. By this time, it was mid-morning on the last day of the certificate. I felt fine, and it was the last week of the month, our busiest time. She wanted me to drive 40 minutes each way to get a certificate, despite the unlikely chance of securing an appointment with the same doctor. It would also cost me $80 for the visit. I had plenty of sick leave accrued, and it was November. I explained that this would waste half to 3/4 of my day and cost me money, but she wouldn't budge. She said this was my punishment for leaving early when I was sick a few days before. At that point, I made a decision. I told her I wasn't prepared to spend money to get reassessed for a half day's work. She replied, "In that case, you can't work today." "No problem," I said, grabbed my handbag, and cheerfully left to do my Christmas shopping.